You might have noticed during that list, Mark Cavendish not anymore in the points classification because he ended up crashing out roughly 40 kilometers from the finish line, I think, 40, 50 kilometers from the finish line. A crash with multiple riders, but he was the one that ended up not finishing today's race. I think it looked like a collarbone. He jumped in the car pretty quickly afterwards, but he's not in the tour anymore, his final tour.
No, a bit of a nothing crash, just like nothing was on. And it's one of these crashes where, I know this sounds a little bit harsh, but it's always curious to me. Maybe it's survivorship bias, but there's this nothing on in the stage. It's, you know, not a hectic moment. The GC teams aren't up the front fighting for position or anything. There's no crosswinds. And there's a crash at the back. And the rider that goes out is like, it's not a missed rider. It's like, maybe it's just because the crash has happened, and when it is a missed rider, we wouldn't talk about it. But because like Train crashed again. I don't know why UNOX still have him in the race. The guy's fractured his elbow. He's crashed again today. And they're posting on Twitter like, oh, we'll get him through. For what? He's young. He's like your GC future prospect. Like, what is he going to do in this sort of physical condition after 2 bad crashes? So I think they need to have a think about that. But yeah, Cavendish out. It's a shame because, you know, he recorded the fastest top speed yesterday, but top speed doesn't mean anything if you're not in good position. But his gears skipped. I went and rewatched the footage, and, you know, he when he launches his sprint, he goes over a speed bump that he wasn't expecting. Yep. And whether that skipped his chain,
it looked like it to me.
I think that messed with his chain, and people reliably informed me. So apparently 2 bike wheels just put together that's almost a meter in itself, over a meter. And so that means it's almost impossible for a bike to be a meter or less. So
you're devastated.
Anyway.
But I'm more devastated about Cav leaving his final tour, to be honest.
Well, yeah, top speed, and he lost it by 0.1 seconds yesterday or less. Like, he was, without that chain drop or gear issue, really close to winning a Tour de France stage. So it must be super frustrating for him.
He obviously did the Giro. Maybe he still shows up at the Vuelta, you never know, but it's not really a Grand Tour where I usually see Cavendish fighting for sprints. I would love it if he just postpones his retirement 1 more year.
Well, someone's got to give him a contract.
Someone's going to give him a contract.
I mean, what
if Dainese gets a contract?
Dude, what are Ineos doing?
No offense.
What are Ineos doing? Like, they might
paying Viviani, my friend.
Yeah, paying Viviani to be Gunner's friend, like, or to go to the Olympics. Like, wouldn't you? The problem is probably salary demands, but man, the exposure for Ineos, if he wanted on there, and it's not like he's a scrub. He's like at a good level. Like, he came 6th, 5th, and 2nd with a gearing issue in the first 3 sprints.
Yeah.
He doesn't exactly have the best lead out in the world.
Should Tudor sign him?
Well, they've either decline. And where's Bennett going? Is he going to Human Powered Health or Tudor?
I don't know. I think Human Powered Health was rumored, and then Tudor was rumored a week after. So at this point, I don't know where he's going.
I mean, maybe he just wants to retire. I mean, Cavendish has also crashed a lot. That San Remo crash when he was on Dimension Data was really bad. But yeah, it sucks for the race because he might have really won a stage. Like, he really might have. Like, Philipsen's not going to be in the best position every single sprint. At least I don't think so.
Champs was a lock.
Yeah, Champs-Élysées, he knows that. And so he's out. And now what are we starting to do? They're kind of without a purpose here.
Here's Bull Sprints incoming.
Yeah, it came 14th today. You know, it's not bad.
I don't know. It sucks.
It sucks. I do wonder, but it depends. Like, do I think it's possible he postpones his retirement? Yes. But that really is dependent on a team offering him not just a reasonable salary and a bonus if he wins the Tour stage, but they also have to offer him going to the Tour, which maybe Ineos don't. And also, they have to give him some sort of lead out. Otherwise, you're just going to waste a year. You could crash. You have frustrations. And you could just rinse and repeat this again. But it depends. He loves the sport. Yeah, sucks.
Cavendish to Quick Step again. You read it here first. Now, he'll bring his own sponsors to do it anyway.
I mean, Fabio's gone. Fabio's gone, right, to DSM apparently.
Lamberti is rumored, but that's like, he's a young talent. We don't know if he's going to be able to step up to the top league instantly. So.
Anyway, it's up to him. Maybe he just wants to retire. So